Have you ever paused to consider the immense power that resides within you? A force so potent it can shape your reality and transform your life in ways you've never imagined. This power, often overlooked and underestimated, is the very essence of your being, your consciousness. Think back to a moment when you felt truly alive, when every fiber of your being vibrated with purpose and energy. What made that moment different? It wasn't external circumstances, but rather your internal state, your thoughts, your beliefs, your expectations. You see, the world you perceive isn't merely a collection of random events and objects. It's a reflection of your inner state, a mirror showing you the contents of your own mind. Every experience, every interaction, every success or failure is born first in the realm of your consciousness. But how can this be? How can our thoughts and beliefs shape our external reality? The answer lies in understanding the true nature of consciousness itself. It's not just a byproduct of our physical brains, but the very foundation of our existence. To see this. When you close your eyes and imagine a vivid scene, perhaps a beautiful sunset over a tranquil ocean, where does that image exist? It's not in the physical world, yet it's as real to you in that moment as anything you can touch or see with your physical senses. This is the power consciousness at work. Now, extend this concept to your daily life. The thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, the expectations you nurture, all of these are shaping your reality in every moment. They're not just passive observations, but active forces molding your experiences. This realization is the key to unlocking your true potential. Once you understand that your consciousness is the creator of your reality, you gain the power to change anything in your life. No longer are you at the mercy of external circumstances. You become the author of your own story, the sculptor of your own destiny. But with great power comes great responsibility. If your thoughts and beliefs shape your reality, then it becomes crucial to cultivate a mindset aligned with your deepest desires and highest aspirations. This is where the real work begins. Start by observing your thoughts. What kind of internal dialogue do you engage in throughout the day? Are you constantly criticizing yourself, focusing on what's wrong or what you lack? Or do you affirm your strengths, appreciate your blessings, and envision a bright future? Your habitual thoughts form the foundation of your beliefs. And your beliefs, in turn, shape your expectations. These expectations act like a magnet, attracting experiences that confirm them. It's a self-fulfilling cycle that can either lift you to new heights or keep you trapped in limiting patterns. The good news is you have the power to break this cycle at any moment. You can choose new thoughts, cultivate new beliefs, and set new expectations. This is the essence of personal transformation. But it's not enough to simply think positive thoughts occasionally. To truly harness the power within, you must immerse yourself in the feeling of your desired reality. Feel it with every cell of your body as if it's already happened. This is the secret to manifestation, to bridge the gap between your current reality and your desired state. Think of it like this. Your consciousness is like a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds you plant. Your attention and emotion are the water and sunlight that nourish these seeds. What kind of garden are you cultivating? Is it filled with the vibrant flowers of possibility and growth, or the weeds of doubt and limitation? The choice is yours, and it's a choice you make in every moment. Every time you catch yourself in a negative thought pattern, you have the opportunity to plant a new seed. Every time you face a challenge, you have the chance to water the seeds of resilience and growth. This isn't about denying reality or ignoring problems. It's about recognizing that your perception of reality is malleable and that you have the power to shape it. It's about understanding that challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth and transformation. Consider the greatest achievers in history What set them apart wasn't just their skills or circumstances, but their unshakable belief in their vision. They saw possibilities where others saw limitations. They persisted where others gave up. They tapped into the power within and used it to change the world. You have this same power within you. It's not reserved for a chosen few, but available to anyone who recognizes and cultivates it. The only question is, are you ready to claim it? Awakening to your true potential isn't always comfortable. It requires you to challenge your existing beliefs, to step out of your comfort zone, to face your fears head on, but the rewards are beyond measure. As you align your consciousness to your deepest desires, you'll find that life begins to flow with an ease and grace you never thought possible. Opportunities will appear as if by magic. Challenges will transform into stepping stones. The universe itself will seem to conspire in your favor. This isn't mystical thinking. It's the natural result of aligning your inner world with your outer actions. But remember, this power isn't something you need to acquire or develop. It's already within you, waiting to be recognized and expressed. You are not separate from this power. You are this power individualized and expressed as a unique human being. This realization is both humbling and empowering. It means that you're not alone in your struggles, not powerless in the face of adversity. You're connected to the very source of all creation, and through this connection, anything is possible. So how do you tap into this power? How do you awaken to your true potential? It starts with a decision to take responsibility for your life, to stop blaming external circumstances, and to recognize your role as the creator of your reality. From this decision flows a new way of being. You begin to watch your thoughts, to catch yourself in old patterns and consciously choose new ones. You start to question your beliefs, especially those that limit you. Are they really true? Or are they just habitual thoughts you've accepted? As you do this inner work, you'll find that your outer world begins to shift. It might start small. A change in how people respond to you. An unexpected opportunity, a moment of profound peace. But as you persist, these changes will compound, creating a momentum that can transform every aspect of your life. This is the power of consciousness in action. It's not about forcing change through sheer willpower, but about aligning your inner state with your desires and allowing the natural laws of the universe to bring them into manifestation. Think of it like tuning a radio. When you're tuned to a certain frequency, you can only receive broadcasts on that frequency. Similarly, your consciousness is always tuned to a certain frequency, attracting experiences that match it. By consciously choosing your thoughts, beliefs, and expectations, you're essentially changing the frequency you're broadcasting, and thus changing what you receive from the universe. This understanding revolutionizes how you approach challenges and setbacks. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, you recognize them as feedback, information about where your consciousness is currently tuned. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to refine your inner state. In this light, the command to get up and keep fighting takes on a new meaning. It's not about struggling against external forces, but about persistently aligning your consciousness with your vision, regardless of temporary setbacks or appearances. The fight is not against the world, but against your own limiting beliefs and habitual thought patterns. It's about getting up every time you fall into old ways of thinking and persistently choosing thoughts and beliefs that empower you. This persistence is key. The power within you is always active, always creating. If you give up at the first sign of difficulty, you're essentially instructing this power to create more experiences of failure and disappointment. But if you persist, holding steady to your vision, even when external evidence seems to contradict it, you allow this power to work miracles in your life. Remember, the external world often lags behind your internal shifts. Just as it takes time for a seed to sprout and grow into a mighty tree, it may take time for your new thoughts and beliefs to fully manifest in your external reality. This is where faith comes in. Not blind faith, but faith based on understanding the laws of consciousness. As you continue this journey of self-discovery and empowerment, you'll find that your entire perception of life changes. You'll no longer see yourself as a victim of circumstance, but as a powerful creator. You'll no longer fear challenges, but welcome them as opportunities for growth. You'll no longer doubt your abilities, but trust in the infinite potential within you. This is the true meaning of awakening to your potential. It's not about becoming something you're not, but about recognizing what you've always been. It's about removing the veils of limiting beliefs and false identities to reveal the powerful creative being that you are at your core. As you embrace this truth, you'll find that the command to get up and keep fighting becomes less about struggle and more about joyful persistence. It becomes a reminder of your true nature, a call to align with your highest self in every moment. So, are you ready to claim the power within you? Are you ready to awaken to your true potential? The journey begins with a single step, a decision to see yourself and your world in a new light. From there, it's a matter of persistent practice, of choosing again and again to align with your highest vision, regardless of appearances. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. The power that created the universe flows through you in every moment. As you align with this power, you'll find strength you never knew you had, wisdom beyond your years, and the ability to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. The power is within you. The choice is yours. Will you answer the call? As we continue our exploration of the power within, we encounter a crucial question. What happens when we face adversity? How do we maintain our connection to this inner power when the world seems to push against us? Adversity. The very word can send shivers down our spine, conjuring images of struggle, pain, and defeat. But what if I told you that adversity is nothing more than an illusion? What if the very challenges that seem to hold you back are actually stepping stones to your greatest achievements? You see, the obstacles we face in life are not external to us. They are not solid, immovable objects blocking our path. Rather, they are projections of our own consciousness, manifestations of our beliefs and expectations. And just as we have the power to create these obstacles, we also have the power to dissolve them. Think about a time when you faced a seemingly insurmountable challenge. Perhaps it was a difficult project at work, a strained relationship, or a personal goal that seemed out of reach. How did you approach it? Did you see it as an immovable object, an unbeatable foe? Or did you recognize it as an opportunity for growth, a chance to prove your own strength and resilience? Your perception of the challenge shaped your experience of it. When you see an obstacle as insurmountable, you've already admitted defeat. You've given your power away to an external circumstance. But when you approach a challenge with the understanding that you have the power to overcome it, you've already taken the first step towards victory. This isn't about positive thinking or wishful dreaming. It's about recognizing the true nature of reality. The world you experience is a reflection of your inner state. When you change your inner state, your thoughts, beliefs, and expectations, the outer world must change to match it. This is the law of consciousness in action. So how do we apply this understanding to overcome adversity? It starts with a shift in perspective. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? How can I use this as an opportunity for growth? Every challenge you face is an invitation to expand your consciousness, to tap into deeper levels of your inner power. It's a chance to prove to yourself what you're truly capable of. When you approach adversity with this mindset, you transform it from an obstacle into an opportunity. But it's not enough to simply understand this intellectually. You must feel it, believe it with every fiber of your being. This is where the art of persistent imagination comes into play. When faced with a challenge, close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself overcoming it. Feel a sense of accomplishment, the surge of confidence that comes with victory. Make this vision so real in your mind that your body responds as if it's already happened. This practice isn't about escaping reality. It's about using your imagination to reshape reality. Remember, your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and physical ones. By consistently imagining yourself overcoming challenges, you're training your subconscious to expect success, to see obstacles as opportunities rather than threats. As you do this, you'll find that your approach to challenges begins to change. Instead of feeling overwhelmed or defeated, you'll feel a sense of excitement. Each obstacle becomes a chance to prove your power, to demonstrate the strength of your will and the depth of your faith. But what about when things don't go as planned? What about when, despite your best efforts, you face setbacks or failures? This is where true strength is forged. It's easy to believe in your power when everything is going smoothly. The real test comes when you face disappointment or defeat. In these moments, remember that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every setback is feedback, information you can use to refine your approach. When you fall, don't beat yourself up. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow stronger? This resilience, this ability to get up and keep fighting no matter what, is not something you're born with. It's a skill you develop through practice. Each time you face a challenge and persist, you're building your resilience muscle. You're proving to yourself that you have the power to overcome anything like. But persistence doesn't mean stubbornly repeating the same actions and expecting different results. True persistence is about maintaining your vision while being flexible in your approach. If one method doesn't work, try another. If one door closes, look for a window. The key is to keep your focus on your goal, not on the temporary setbacks or obstacles. As you cultivate this mindset, you'll find that the very nature of adversity begins to change. What once seemed like insurmountable obstacles become exciting challenges. What once felt like crushing defeats become valuable lessons. You'll start to welcome adversity, knowing that each challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, to tap into deeper levels of your inner power. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, a journey of continuous growth and self-discovery. There will be times when you slip back into old patterns of thinking, when you feel overwhelmed by challenges. In these moments, be gentle with yourself. Remember that you're not just overcoming external obstacles. You're also overcoming years of conditioning, of limiting beliefs that have been ingrained in your consciousness. The key is to persist, to keep choosing empowering thoughts even when it's difficult. Each time you catch yourself in a negative thought pattern and consciously choose a more empowering perspective, you're rewiring your brain. You're creating new neural pathways that support your growth and success. As you continue this practice, you'll find that your resilience grows. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming become manageable. Problems that once would have derailed you for days or weeks become minor bumps in the road. This is the power of persistent imagination and unwavering faith. But this journey isn't just about overcoming external challenges. It's also about facing your inner demons, the fears, doubts, and insecurities that hold you back. These internal obstacles can often be more challenging than any external circumstance. They're the voices in your head that tell you you're not good enough, that you don't deserve success, that you should give up. Recognizing these inner obstacles is the first step to overcoming them. Pay attention to your self-talk. When you face a challenge, what does your inner voice say? Does it encourage you, remind you of your strength? Or does it criticize you, predict failure? If you find that your inner dialogue is more often negative than positive, don't despair. This is simply a habit, and like any habit, it can be changed. Start by consciously choosing more empowering thought. When you catch yourself in negative self-talk, pause and ask, is this really true? What would I say to a friend in this situation? Over time, as you consistently use more empowering thoughts, you'll find that your default mental state begins to shift. Positivity and resilience become your natural response to challenges. This doesn't mean you'll never have negative thoughts or emotions, but it does mean that you'll have the tools to quickly recognize and redirect these thoughts, preventing them from derailing your progress. As you master this inner game, you'll find that external challenges become easier to handle. You'll approach obstacles with a sense of calm confidence, knowing that you have the inner resources to overcome anything. This is the true meaning of personal power. Not the absence of challenges, but the ability to face them with grace and strength. Remember, every great achievement in history was once considered impossible. Every breakthrough, every innovation, every triumph over adversity began with someone who refused to accept limitations. They didn't have any special powers that you don't have. They simply understood and applied the principles we're discussing here. You have the same power within you. The same force that moves planets and creates galaxies flows through you. When you align yourself with this power, when you truly believe in your ability to overcome any obstacle, you become unstoppable. So the next time you face a challenge, remember this. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are a powerful creator, capable of reshaping your reality through the power of your consciousness. Every obstacle is an opportunity. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Get up. Keep fighting, not against the world, but for your dreams. Persist in holding your vision and believing in your power, in taking inspired action. As you do, you'll find that the universe itself seems to conspire in your favor. Doors will open. Opportunities will appear. And what once seemed impossible will become your new reality. This is the true nature of overcoming adversity. It's not about struggling against external forces, but about aligning yourself with the infinite power within you. It's about recognizing that you are the author of your own story, the creator of your own destiny. So I ask you, what challenge are you facing right now? How can you reframe it as an opportunity? What would it look like to approach this situation from a place of power rather than fear? As you ponder these questions, remember that the power to overcome any adversity lies within you. It's not something you need to acquire or develop. It's already there waiting to be recognized and expressed. Your job is simply to align with it, to let it flow through you and guide your actions. This alignment is not a one-time event, but a moment-by-moment choice. It's about consistently choosing thoughts and beliefs that empower you, even when circumstances seem to suggest otherwise. It's about maintaining your vision of success, even when the path to it isn't clear. As you make this choice consistently, you'll find that your ability to overcome adversity grows stronger. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming become manageable. Obstacles that once would have stopped you in your tracks become mere stepping stones on your path to success. This is the power of persistent imagination and unwavering faith. It's the key to not just overcoming adversity, but to transforming it into fuel for your growth and success. So get up, keep fighting, and watch as the world transforms to match your empowered state of consciousness. As we've explored the power within and learned to overcome adversity, we now turn our attention to a profound truth. You are the architect of your own destiny. This isn't mere motivational rhetoric. It's a fundamental law of consciousness that, once understood and applied, can revolutionize your life. What if I told you that your future isn't some distant, predetermined outcome, but a malleable reality that you're shaping in every moment? What if the key to manifesting your dreams and desires was already within your grasp? The law of assumption states that your outer world is a reflection of your inner assumptions. In other words, what you believe to be true about yourself and the world around you will inevitably manifest in your experience. This isn't about wishful thinking or positive affirmations. It's about a deep, unshakable knowing that permeates every aspect of your being. How often have you achieved something simply because you knew without a shadow of doubt that you could? Conversely, how many times have you failed or given up because deep down you didn't really believe success was possible? Your assumptions, whether conscious or unconscious, are shaping your reality in every moment. But here's the exciting part. You have the power to choose your assumptions. You're not bound by past experiences, current circumstances, or others' opinions. At any moment, you can decide to assume a new state of being, to see yourself and your world in a completely new light. This is where the concept of living from the end comes into play. Instead of struggling and striving to reach your goals, you simply assume the feeling of already having achieved them. You live your life from the perspective of the person who has already manifested their desires. How would you feel if you had already achieved your biggest goal? How would you carry yourself? How would you interact with others? By embodying these feelings and behaviors now, you align your consciousness with your desired reality, setting in motion the forces that will bring it into manifestation. This might sound abstract, but it's surprisingly practical. Let's say your goal is to become financially abundant. Instead of focusing on your current lack of money or the struggle to make ends meet, you would assume the state of someone who is already wealthy. You would feel the security, the freedom, the generosity that comes with financial abundance. You would make decisions from this place of abundance rather than scarcity. As you consistently maintain this state, you'll find that opportunities for increased wealth start to appear in your life. Your actions will naturally align with your assumed state, leading you to make choices that support your goal of financial abundance. But here, just pretend or act as if. You must truly believe, truly feel, truly know that you are already the person you desire to be. This requires a fundamental shift in your self-concept, a willingness to let go of old identities and embrace a new vision of yourself. This process of transformation isn't always easy. It requires courage to let go of familiar patterns and beliefs, even when they no longer serve you. It demands persistence to maintain your new assumption in the face of contradictory evidence. And it calls for faith, not blind faith, but faith grounded in understanding of the laws of consciousness. Faith, in this context, isn't about believing in something despite evidence to the contrary. It's about trusting the unseen laws that govern reality, knowing that what you've planted in consciousness must inevitably bear fruit in the physical world. It's about holding steady to your vision, even when external circumstances haven't yet caught up with your internal shift. This is where many people stumble. They start with enthusiasm, assuming their desired state, but give up when they don't see immediate results. They fail to understand that there's often a time lag between the inner change and its outer manifestation, just as a seed needs time to sprout and grow before it bears fruit. Your assumptions need time to fully manifest in your reality. During this period of transition, it's crucial to persist in your new assumption. Don't be swayed by temporary setbacks or apparent contradictions. Remember, your current circumstances are the result of past assumptions. By maintaining your new state of consciousness, you're creating a new future that will inevitably replace it. This persistence isn't about forcing or struggling. It's about relaxing into your new state of being, trusting that the universe will rearrange itself to match your internal reality. It's about knowing with unshakable certainty that what you've assumed in consciousness must manifest in experience. As you practice this, you'll find that manifestation becomes less about achieving specific outcomes and more about aligning with your true self. You'll discover that your deepest desires aren't for material things or achievements, but for states of being, peace, joy, love, fulfillment. And you'll realize that these states are available to you right now, in this moment, regardless of external circumstances. This is the true power of manifestation. It's not about manipulating the external world to get what you want. It's about transforming your inner world, knowing that the outer must follow suit. It's about becoming the person who naturally attracts and experiences the life you desire. But what about when things don't go as planned? What about when, despite your best efforts, your desires seem slow to manifest? This is where the real work begins. It's easy to maintain your assumption when everything is going smoothly. The true test comes when faced with apparent failure or delay. In these moments, resist the temptation to revert to old patterns of thinking. Don't give up on your assumption just because the external world hasn't yet caught up. Instead, see these challenges as opportunities to strengthen your faith, to prove to yourself the power of your assumptions. Remember, every master was once a beginner. Every success story includes chapters of struggle and doubt. The difference is in how they responded to these challenges. Did they give up on their vision, or did they persist in their assumption despite all evidence to the contrary? Your power lies in your ability to choose your response to any situation. No matter what's happening around you, you always have the power to choose your inner self. By consistently choosing to align with your desired reality, you set in motion the forces that will inevitably bring it into manifestation. This process of manifestation isn't just about getting what you want. It's about becoming who you truly are. As you practice living from the end, assuming the state of your fulfilled desires, you'll find that you're not just changing your circumstances, you're transforming yourself. You'll discover strength you didn't know you had, wisdom you didn't realize you possessed. You'll uncover layers of your being that were previously hidden, aspects of yourself that were waiting to be expressed. This journey of self-discovery and self-expression is the true gift of manifestation. As you continue on this path, you'll find that your desires themselves begin to change. What once seemed important may lose its appeal. New aspirations will arise aligned with your evolving sense of self. This is natural and beautiful. It's a sign that you're growing, expanding. The key is to remain flexible, to hold your desires lightly. Don't become so attached to specific outcomes that you miss the beauty of the journey. Trust that your consciousness will guide you towards experiences that serve your highest good, even if they don't match your initial expectations. This trust, this surrender to the wisdom of your higher self, is perhaps the most powerful aspect of manifestation. It's about aligning with the flow of life, cooperating with the universal forces that are always working for your good. It's about recognizing that you are not separate from the universe, but an integral part of it, co-creating your reality in every moment. As you embrace this truth, you'll find that manifestation becomes effortless. Instead of struggling and striving, you'll find yourself naturally drawn towards experiences that align with your assumed state. Opportunities will appear as if by magic. Synchronicities will become commonplace. You'll feel as if the universe itself is conspiring to fulfill your desires. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. As you tap into your ability to shape reality, it becomes crucial to examine your motives. Are your desires aligned with your highest good and the good of all? Are you seeking to express more of your true self? Or are you driven by ego? These are important questions to contemplate. As you continue your journey of manifestation, the more you align with your true self, the more powerful your manifestations will become. And the more your manifestations will serve not just you, but the world around you. This is the ultimate goal of manifestation. Not just to fulfill personal desires, but to express your unique gifts in service of something greater than yourself. As you do this, you'll find that your life takes on new meaning and purpose. You'll experience a deep sense of fulfillment that goes beyond any material success or achievement. Actuality, are you assuming right now? What state of being are you embodying? Are you living from the end, feeling and acting as if your desires are already fulfilled, or are you still trapped in old patterns of lack and limitation? The choice is yours. In every moment, you have the power to assume a new state, to align with a new reality. This power is your birthright, the essence of your being. By claiming it, by living from it consistently, you become the conscious creator of your life. Remember, manifestation is not about forcing the world to bend to your will. It's about aligning your will with the greater flow of life, trusting that as you express your true self, the universe will support and uplift you in ways you can't even imagine. So get up, keep fighting for your vision. Persist in your assumption of the state of wish fulfilled. Live from the end knowing that what you planted in consciousness must inevitably bear fruit in your experience. As you do, you'll find that you're not just manifesting your desires, you're manifesting your destiny. This journey of manifestation is ongoing. It's not about reaching a final destination, but about continual growth and expansion. Each desire fulfilled opens the door to new possibilities, new aspects of yourself to explore and embrace this journey with joy and enthusiasm. Trust in the power within you, the same power that creates worlds. Know that as you align with this power, as you express more of your true self, you're contributing to the evolution of consciousness itself. You're powerful beyond measure, capable of shaping reality through the focus of your consciousness. Claim this power, use it wisely, and watch in awe as your life transforms, as your deepest desires manifest, as you become the fullest expression of who you truly are. This is your destiny. This is your birthright. This is the art and science of conscious creation. Now go forth and create the life you've always dreamed of. The power is within you. The time is now. Your destiny awaits.